What's up, everybody? Big Herc 916. You tuned into another edition of my vlog. Make sure you hit that subscribe button underneath the video so you don't miss out on any of these motivational, inspirational videos that I'll be putting up. And I just want to ask you guys, how many of you are actually creating your own identity? You're defining yourself by your own rules. You're making up the rules as you go along according to your game plan. You're not letting somebody else dictate to you what you can and can't do. You're not letting anybody dictate to you your limits, your vision, what you're capable of achieving. Whatever it is you wish to achieve, you achieve through pure perseverance, through trials and tribulations, through sweat and toil, through putting in some serious work. That's what it's all about. Your work ethic. The fact that you define yourself. Nobody says who you are, what you can and can't be. You're going to get a lot of people in this world who are going to try to put you down when you start saying these things. When you start being that person that you truly were destined to become. That person that has no limits. That person that isn't a part of some particular category. See, everybody wants to put you in a category. Everybody wants you to act a certain way, talk a certain way, dress a certain way based on your appearance, where you're from, or where they think you should, where they think you're from, you know, or economically where you're supposed to fit in. But who says that any of those rules have to apply to you? If you're creating your own identity, you blaze your own path. Whether it's in fashion, whether it's in art, whether it's in conversation, business, you make your own rules. That's what makes that next success story. That's what makes headlines. That's what changes the game, is when you do things out the box. We've been taught to be in the box for so long, whether it's through school, whether it's through religion, whether it's through race. We've been taught to be a certain way based on these categories. You gotta talk a certain way, act a certain way if you're from a certain part of town, a certain neighborhood, or if you're down with a certain culture. If you're from another part of town, you gotta dress this way, act this way, drive this car, date this girl, date this guy. Man, stop living according to what they tell you, what they tell you how you think you should live. Live how the hell you want to live. Stop letting people tell you how you should act, how you should talk, or how you should carry yourself. If you're not hurting nobody, you're not infringing upon somebody else's free will, then do you, man. That's what I was supposed to say. Do you. I used to see guys get mad because they would want me to act a certain way to please them. I'm like, who the hell are you? You know, it's just like these guys out here who leave comments and DMs and, oh man, you know, what about this? What about that? Man, you do it yourself. I'm not your messenger, man. You know what I mean? I'm not your boy. I don't serve your purpose. I serve my purpose. You know, this is my platform, and I'm building my brand. I'm not doing this for anybody else. This is what I'm using to define myself, because I lived somebody else's life majority of my life, and I'm not living anybody else's life but my life now. I'm not no relay person. I'm not gonna relay what you're saying to this person. I'm not gonna talk bad about this person. If I say anything to anybody, I'm gonna say it to your face, man. I don't do the internet thing. You know, I'm not gonna run back and forth, gossip. That's what I mean by creating your own identity. A lot of you out there are gossiping like little bitches. That's what you are. Little gossipers. Yeah, man, so-and-so did this. So, man, look, quit doing all the talking. Just handle your business. Create your own identity, man. Quit running around like everybody else, like these old fake internet, trying to create these old internet beefs. That is garbage, man. That's what suckers do. I'm not no sucker, man. Never was. Never can be. Never will be. So, based on my identity, I keep my mouth shut and just do what I do. I'm not going to talk a bunch of mess online about somebody back and forth and call somebody out of pocket when I never even met that person or never engaged that person. That's not my style. That's because I create my own identity. I don't follow somebody else's identity trying to be this wannabe tough guy. I just try to keep everybody laced up. And I try to open up opportunities for dialogue, conversation, so that we can share and grow as a community, be smarter, be wiser, be more positive, and not spread the negativity. Because talking about people when you're not in front of their face, that's some sucker shit. That's what suckers do. Talk behind people's back. Run their mouth. I never heard of it before the internet. Never heard of it. If you were creating that type of identity when I was growing up, man, and somebody caught you after they done heard you said something, they just come and slap the shit out of you. Plain and simple. Wouldn't be no conversation. They just slap the shit out of you. But now dudes say stuff, females say stuff, and they hide, they lurking behind their computer screen, smartphone. Man, look, create your own identity. Quit trying to be something you're not. And if you're not gonna put something positive into the conversation, shut your mouth. Shut your damn mouth. We don't want to hear it. There's enough negative going on in our world. There's enough people trying to be tough guys. You know, if you don't like somebody or what they said, then you go tell them yourself. Don't tell somebody else to go do your dirty work, man. Be your own man. Oh, you know, so-and-so said this. You know, you go tell them. I'm not the one. But that comes back to creating your own identity. A lot of people out there have no identity. They lost. They wannabes. They trying to be something they not. They looking for something to grasp onto to give themselves meaning, but they have no purpose. They don't know what it's like to even think an original thought, to feel an original feeling. Everything they do is a false representation of themselves because they know no truth. Big Herc 916 is all about putting it down: positivity, motivation, inspiration, mentoring, life coaching, elevation of consciousness, learn through life, grow and share. This is stuff I speak from the heart. I don't make this up. I don't try to pretend to be some big black guy who went to prison and made a mistake and now I'm out here trying to be a preacher. I'm not no preacher. I don't listen to preachers. Never did, never will. Don't go to church. Never will go to church because that's not my thing. Yeah, I don't need somebody trying to tell me about fire and brimstone. I've been to hell. I've seen it, and you know you're not gonna put no bullshit images into my head because it don't work on somebody who knows the Jedi mind trick. So I keep it real, and I'm not here to preach. I'm just here to share. I'm not saying I'm the smartest. I'm not saying I'm the wisest. I'm not saying I have all the answers. I'm not saying I can solve all the problems. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying I'm better than the next man. All I'm saying is that I keep it as real as possible and try to lace people up with stuff that I thought or I think that will help them become a better person because I didn't have nobody lacing me up. Didn't have no OG mentor. Didn't have no life coach. Didn't have no father figure. Didn't have nobody helping me navigate through the pitfalls of life, whether it's dealing with my skin color, dealing with my personality, dealing with social economics, dealing with just interaction. I didn't have nobody telling me any of that, so I did a lot of stupid stuff, man. And people, oh man, well that was stupid. Yeah, stupid. Well, you did some stupid stuff too. It was stupid when you did what you did. But we ain't here to judge. We here to learn. So if you're trying to learn, shut your mouth. Once again, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth, open your ears, and ask yourself, are you creating your own identity? What's your brand? Nike ain't your brand. Gucci ain't your brand. Fendi ain't your brand. That's somebody else's brand. What's your brand? What's your identity? You got Adidas tattooed on you? Do you own Adidas? What's your brand? Holler at me, man. Let me know. I'm trying to find out. My brand is Big Herc 916. Yeah, I created it from the ground up. That's me, baby. Pushing forward, elevating, and motivating. Not with the bull. So, if you about that work, holler at me, man. BigHerc916.com. I ain't hard to find. I don't be ducking anything. I'm just being me. And like I said, I'm on some Jedi mind stuff. You know, I walk around and I got a force field around me because I know that my level of consciousness is above and beyond the garbage, and so I don't entertain it, and I try to avoid a lot of that riffraff. But I'm just sharing with you guys because, you know, things pop up, and you know, there's always, for every bit of light, there's a bunch of dark, and that's the antithesis of when you're doing something positive. You always have somebody trying to take you back to the gutter, somebody who's just an old bottom dweller, you know, on the bottom of the bucket. They can't ever get out, and they're not trying to get out, so they want you to be down there with them with no identity, no face, just senseless, worthless. Don't be one of those people, man. Don't be one of those people, man. Stand out from the crowd, find yourself, create your own identity, be a positive role model, teach your kids something they can learn, instill in them some qualities that are going to make them better than what you were, because your kids should always be greater than what you were. And like I said, if you have a story to tell, share that story, man, because somebody could learn from that story, and you can change somebody's life for the better. And that's what I'm all about, is sharing to change his lives for the better, so that people don't keep making the same dumb mistakes. A lot of people want to just talk about money. Well, it takes more than money to make somebody a good person. There's a lot of bad people with a lot of money, and just because they have money don't mean that they're about anything. So, BigHerc916.com. Holler at me.